This informational text is called Cave Creatures by Jocelyn Cranefield. On this next page, we can see again the title, Cave Creatures, and the author information by Jocelyn Cranefield. We also have a table of contents here where it tells us the section titles and the page numbers that we can find these sections on.
Introduction. Caves are found all over the world. They often go a long way in from the entrance and go deep below Earth's surface. At first, a cave might seem to be just a dark, empty space. If you shine your flashlight inside the cave, you probably won't see anything. But if you go inside, you probably won't be alone. Caves can be on the coast, in a forest, or under a desert. They can be made out of limestone, marble, or lava. Some caves have beautiful stone formations, and others are full of smelly, poisonous gases. However, every cave in the world provides a home for animals. Caption. La Chiquilla Cave in New Mexico is famous for its beautiful mineral formations. Some animals only visit caves and don't live there. Other animals live in caves all the time. Many of these creatures have adaptations to help them live in a cave. Adaptations are special features that help a living thing survive in a particular place. Sidebar: caves of all sizes. More than 50,000 natural caves have been found in the world. Some caves are single tunnels, but others are huge systems of caves that connect with each other. The deepest cave we know of is the Krubera Cave, near the Black Sea. It is at least 7,188 feet deep. Compare its depth with the heights of some tall buildings below. The longest cave is Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. It runs for more than 350 miles underground. Graph, the Krubera Cave. Graph labels: cave depth. Krubera Cave, 7,188 feet deep. Building height: Great Pyramid, Egypt. Empire State Building, USA. Burj Khalifa, Dubai. Map, cave locations. Map key: yellow dot, Mammoth Cave. Purple dot, Krubera Cave. Chapter 1. From the Entrance to the Twilight Zone. Some animals visit caves to shelter or to sleep. They stay near the cave entrance. These animals are called trigloxines, or cave visitors. Bats, skunks, raccoons, and snakes are trigloxines. They spend part of their lives in caves, but they need to go outside to get their food. The Mexican free-tailed bat is a trigloxine. It is nocturnal. During the day, it roosts in colonies that hang from cave roofs. At dusk, it flies out of the cave to catch insects. Caption: as the sun sets, these bats come out of their cave to hunt. Most bats have an adaptation to help them find their way in a dark cave. This adaptation is called echolocation. The bat makes high-pitched squeaking sounds and listens for an echo. The echo helps it find out where things are. In some places, bats hibernate in caves in the winter. They don't stay asleep all winter. They usually wake up from their dormant state for a short time every 15 to 30 days. In cold climates, bears may also spend the winter in caves. The air is warmer inside the cave. It helps to insulate animals from the cold. Captions: the Virginia big-eared bat hibernates in caverns in West Virginia. Bears go into a deep sleep in winter. Some scientists say this is a kind of hibernation. Deeper inside the cave is the Twilight Zone. It is cool and damp here. Many of the creatures living here are troglophiles, or cave lovers. They may live in caves for all of their lives, but they can also survive outside. Some spiders, earthworms, beetles, frogs, and crickets are troglophiles. The Twilight Zone has little food or light. The animals living here have adaptations so they can survive in these conditions. They use senses other than sight, such as hearing or touch, to get food and find their way around. The glowworm is also a troglophile. It is the larva of an insect called a fungus gnat. Its adaptation is lighting up its abdomen to attract prey. The glowworm spins a sticky web and then switches on its light. It catches tiny insects in its web until it needs to eat a meal. Caption: a glowworm can turn off its light if it hears a noise. The New Zealand cave weta is a kind of cricket that lives on the undersides of cave roofs. It has antennae that are 7 times longer than its body. It uses its antennae to help it move around and find food. This agile insect also has long, strong legs. It can jump more than 6 feet. Feature box: adapting to silence. In places where there is little food, it's useful to be quiet to avoid being eaten. The African cave cricket does not chirp to communicate. Instead, it uses its wings to send out donut-shaped puffs of air called vortices. Only other cave crickets can feel these vortices. Caption: the New Zealand cave weta's long legs help it to get away from danger. What do animals eat in a cave? Plants can't grow in the dark, but food comes into caves in different ways. Rain and streams wash in twigs, leaves, seeds, and insects. There is plant material in the droppings of animals such as bats and cave crickets. These are good sources of food for cave creatures. After molds, fungi, and bacteria break down all this material, microscopic animals can eat it. These microscopic animals are eaten by larger cave dwellers. Then the larger animals are eaten by other predators. Feature box: cave lions. Some scientists believe the European cave lion lived between 12,000 and 40,000 years ago. It was much bigger than today's lions. Skeletons of animals that die in caves can be preserved for a long time. This is because conditions inside caves rarely change. Caption: scientists learned about these big cats from their very old bones.